Have you ever wondered what would happen if some mythical creatures weren't just stories, but real? Every culture has legends. Every family has that one uncle who totally saw something. And today, we're diving into part 2 of the world's most spine-tingling creatures, beings that have lived in whispers, shadows, and ancient myths for centuries. Let's begin. 1. The Yeti. Our journey starts high in the frozen Himalayas, where locals speak of a towering figure roaming the snow. The Yeti, the abominable snowman. Imagine a creature nearly 8 feet tall, built like a gorilla but walking like a human, draped in thick white fur that blends into the blizzards. The world first heard about it in 1921 when a British Everest expedition stumbled upon massive footprints too big for any human. 30 years later, mountaineer Eric Shipton snapped a photo of strange tracks on Menlung Glacier, and that one single picture sent the world into a frenzy. Scientists say it's probably just bears. But here's the mystery. Dozens of sightings, decades apart, yet the descriptions match almost perfectly. Is it coincidence, or something still hiding in the Himalayas? 2. Cerberus. Next is a beast born from the depths of ancient Greece, Cerberus. But this isn't just any dog. This creature is said to have 3 enormous heads, breath that scorches like fire, and a thunderous bark that echoes like a storm. Myths describe him as the guardian of the underworld, a beast loyal only to Hades himself. But the strangest part? In 2003, residents of a small Italian town near old catacombs reported seeing a creature with multiple heads lurking in the dark. It moved unnaturally fast and made no sound at all. Was it a myth reborn? A mutation? Or just fear playing tricks on the mind? Most likely a legend, but there's a reason the story refuses to die. 3. The Loch Ness Monster. Deep in the cold waters of Scotland, something has been stirring for centuries. Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Witnesses describe it as a massive creature nearly 10 meters long, with a dark body, long neck, and a head shaped like a reptile or crocodile. The first mention goes back to the year 565 when an Irish monk claimed to encounter a giant beast in the river. But in 1933, everything changed when the now famous surgeon's photo spread across the globe. It was later exposed as a hoax, but the sightings never stopped. Some say Nessie is a surviving prehistoric creature. Others think it's just waves, shadows, or imagination. But to this day, no investigation has ever solved the mystery beneath Loch Ness. 4. The Griffin. Now we head back thousands of years to ancient Egypt and Greece, home of the legendary griffin, a creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle, a symbol of absolute power, strength, and guardianship. Ancient civilizations carved griffins into temples and tombs, believing they protected sacred treasures. They appear in countless artworks even today, from medieval banners to modern films. No fossil or evidence has ever confirmed their existence, but many believe the idea was inspired by real animals and the human desire to combine the strongest forces in nature. 5. The Gremlin. Next up, small, sneaky, and chaotic, the Gremlin. But these creatures didn't start in movies. During World War II, pilots from the Royal Air Force swore they saw tiny creatures tampering with their aircraft mid-flight, pulling wires, unscrewing bolts, and causing failures that no mechanic could explain. Descriptions were oddly similar: small bodies, oversized ears, big round eyes, and skin that looked green or grey. Some pilots even blamed mysterious crashes on these tech-destroying creatures. Were gremlins real? Probably not. But when your engine suddenly fails thousands of feet in the air, your mind starts to believe anything. 6. El Gran Mojar. One of the most chilling legends of the digital age, El Gran Mojar, a colossal sea monster rumored to lurk deep in the Arctic Ocean. Witnesses, mostly online, describe it as a creature longer than 2,000 feet, with rows of razor-sharp teeth and 6 pale eyes glowing in the dark. The rumors began after strange underwater sounds were recorded in the Arctic. Scientists said it was ice shifting. Others believed it was something alive, something massive. One expedition claimed their camera captured a giant shadow drifting past the seabed. The footage vanished, but the story didn't. Is El Gran Mojar real? No proof. But the ocean is filled with mysteries we're nowhere close to understanding. 7. Nokken. And finally, we enter the misty forests and lakes of Scandinavia, home to the Nokken, a shape-shifting water spirit. Sometimes a handsome man with a violin whose music lures travelers to the water's edge, and sometimes a monstrous creature made of weeds, mud, and shadows. Stories say you can protect yourself by tossing a knife or coin into the water, but many tales end the same way: a song in the distance, someone drawn toward it, and silence. Is the Nokken real? Probably not. But these legends warn us of a truth: calm waters often hide the darkest dangers. And that wraps up part 2 of our journey into the world's most mysterious creatures. Which one do you think might be real? Comment below, share the video with your friends, and don't forget to like and subscribe.